Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports, ayy. They just hit 100 subs, it's time to get some out, ayy. Yeah, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah. Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah. Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show.
Elevator music. Gotta love it. As you can see, we got some logos and creativity going on here on the Mizzle and Dub Show, number 312, Rapid Fire Night Owl Edition.
Yes.
So,
and I'm so hoping Andrew comes on to talk his mess about the Warriors.
you know he's not.
Oh, well, because they won.
Yeah, they're 9-1 since the trade.
9-2.
Oh yeah, 9-2. I'm sorry. They've won 10 out of their last 12 games. They're in the 6th seed, and
can still climb more.
And second game of a back-to-back at the Mecca. Anunoby was fantastic for the Knicks.
Yes, he was. Jesus.
But
too much overall team basketball.
Now, see, this is why we said on this show multiple times, we kept telling y'all, don't trade away the kids. Don't get rid of the kids. Paczynski has been huge. Post has been huge. Moody was all over the defensive end of the floor tonight. Draymond on his damn birthday still getting that at 35 years old.
Almost fucked around too.
Almost got around it.
The kid Santos. I told you I'm starting to like that
kid
Santos a little bit more.
We're forgetting about him. Yes,
we cannot forget about Santos.
And not to mention, somewhere down the road, JK will be returning to this squad.
Saturday.
Okay. So
Saturday.
5-game road trip. They're 3-1 on this road trip. Have a chance to have a 4-1 road trip to end it to come back home. So we kept telling y'all when they were going through their crap in December and January, we told y'all, let this team get to the All-Star break, let them get some rest, and then let's see where they're at. Okay? This team was at the 10th seed, and sometimes even as far as the 11th. And they've jumped 5 spots. But again, we don't know nothing.
No. All we did, but all we did say was they're playing good basketball. Don't sleep on this team if they decide to make that run. Mind you, forget that this is one of the teams that can, at one time in the regular season, were looking like one of their championship years. Didn't look like they were not going to make the playoffs. Didn't look like they could play a single game together. But when they got in that playoffs, what happened? That switch, they hit that switch, and I hope it's not that what it is now. But this team is capable of doing things. A lot of these youngsters had run in the playoffs and the championship with this core. So they already know. And they're bringing along all the other players with them to get it. So what can we say about the Dubs? Something that we've been seeing.
And not to mention, Buddy Hield was again huge off the bench with 15 points. He has found his stroke since the All-Star break. Being in that 3-point contest helped get his shot back together. And now he's flourishing in the role that he was brought here to do, which was be the 6-man, give energy, shoot the J, 100%. Shoot it, and get the points. Warriors get their 34th win as they get the win over the Knicks, 114-102. Warriors returning at the half. And again, it's the second game of back-to-back. First half, your legs are shot. Your legs are heavy. Yeah. And then second half came, what happened? Again.
And what they came from Charlotte to New York. I mean, not a very, very far trip, but you still took a plane ride. And if anybody's been on the plane, that wears your body down a little bit once you get off. So, and I didn't see most of the game, but it looked like it was competitive. Like you said, OG Anunoby is just a tremendous talent, and the Knicks should not let that young man go. He should be with them. Did Brunson play?
Brunson at 25.
Okay. So pretty much the Knicks was at full staff. Did the Cat play?
No, Cat did not play.
Okay, so So maybe that's what Andrew
unfortunately,
could possibly come up and say. Well, they didn't have cat. They didn't have big cats.
unfortunately, Cat is away from a personal issue, and hopefully he'll take care of that. Prayers definitely go to him.
Oh man, I hope it's not like what happened with the COVID year with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, that was the worst. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for chiming in on this Night Owl edition. As the Mizzle and Dub show is taking some turns for the great, and bigger and brighter things are coming. Whoa. As you see, we started off with new
folks,
logos.
We have a website.
Oh boy.
We have a website, so
and the
please
merch.
check that out. And if you want gear, we have that as well. So
yes. Backpacks, t-shirts, hoodies, beanies,
and possibly cell phone cases also.
And hold on. Slides. I am going to try to create some slides. You damn right. Hey. What John Madden used to say on the NFL game, gonna milk this dry for all it's worth. I'm not lying. So yes. Stay tuned.
It's in the game. It's in the game. It is definitely.
Well, no, they don't have to do the. Is it myshopify.com? Because all they have to do is go to our website and then hit the merch shop. But if you got all.
If they want to go straight to the merch shop,
to it. Yeah. Okay, 100%.
That was that was the goal I was trying to accomplish here, with that. But
perfect.
Again, the Warriors, not that far. Scroll, you idiot. They're only 3 behind the Rockets for the 5th seed in the Western Conference. So they can end up easily being a 5 or a 4 seed. I'm just.
They're coming out to play. And wait, hold on. This is something. Let them get into the regular, not the play-in, the regular playoff. Do you know what comes with the Warriors making it into the playoffs?
Chaos.
Do you know who you get?
Chaos.
No. You don't get chaos. You get playoff Jimmy. And playoff Jimmy does not have to put the whole team on his back.
No. But still, he can go off for 56 like he did against the Bucks.
Like I said, you get playoff Jimmy, but he does not have to put the whole team on his back.
No, because you got playoff Wardell.
Now, I want somebody, since we're talking about the game, I want somebody to notice about this. Did you notice that Wardell did not play a good majority of that fourth quarter? And the team that was on the floor was maintaining and building a lead while Wardell was on the bench.
He was
getting
his normal rest.
Exactly. But normally in the fourth quarter, a lead might get a little too much, and then Wardell does not get that rest. See, that's the dynamic of having Jimmy Butler on this team. He can be the defense. He can bring the ball up court. He can score at any moment. So, good Lord, I wish Andrew was on right now. Oh. But he'll probably comment when the show's over.
Well, I mean,
we miss talking to you, bud. That's the only reason why we're talking about this, Andrew. We had a good conversation in the last show we did, but definitely would like to get you on talk about this.
Yes, indeed. But Warriors get win number 34. Knicks on the year fall to 38 and 20 or 40 and 21. Still holding on to the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. Other scores that went down the association today: the Pacers beat the Rockets in Indiana 115 to 102. Indiana.
Oh, Miss Jody's not happy.
No, well, the person that she dislikes so much, Mr. Sagoon, was the Rockets' leading scorer with 25. I mean, the Rockets had 6 double figures, but Indiana.
Did you also get
6.
that halftime Pacers video too?
I did, yes. I did.
I said, well, maybe the entertainment on the floor is better than the play on the floor right now. So you take what you can.
But Halliburton led the way with 28 for Indiana. Siakam had 18. Nesmith had 16. Turner had 16. Bryant had 10 off the bench. Toppin had 13 off the bench. Indiana gets 1 over 35. Houston falls to 37 and 25. So that is good news for the Warriors as far as trying to go up in seeding in the Western Conference.
Yes.
Toronto beat Orlando 114-113.
Mm,
As
that
Orlando
sounded
was
like that was a battle.
sliding a little bit. Um, Orlando was up 12 in the fourth quarter, but despite the fact that Bonchardo had 41, much to the avail of the Raptors, they get the win by 114-113, as
That's a good
Orlando's
game.
starting to leak a little oil right now. Don't look now, folks, but as much crap as we give to Glenn has the Bucks playing very well right now. As
Until they get to the playoffs, don't we ain't giving that fucker any kind of credit. No,
you're not, because you can't stand his ass, but
I didn't like him before he even came to my team because he blows fucking leads.
hey, hello Clippers, hello. 3-1 against the Rockets. Nonetheless, Bucks do get the win over Atlanta, 127-126. Giannis effed around, 26, 12, and 10.
Ooh.
His seventh. He's got 7 on the season? Doesn't seem like that.
Well,
But
he won't get that attention because what the Joker does, getting out of
Well,
bed with a triple double in his back pocket.
he dreams of getting one, then wakes up and go gets one.
Oh, you damn right.
But he had 26.
Shit.
Kuzma had 17. Lopez had 13. Dame had 23. Trent and Porter had 15 off the bench for Milwaukee. Trey had 28. Levert had 21 off the bench. Mann had 12 off the bench. Daniel 16 off the bench. Gee had 15 as Atlanta falls to 20 and 34. Again, Milwaukee goes to 35 and 25 on the year. 11 straight wins for the Cleveland Cavaliers as they just continue to roll. They get win number 51. They beat the Bulls 139-117. Kobe White led the Bulls for 25. The Spider had 28 for the Cavs, as the Cavs had 7.
I think that comeback win against the Celtics, even though
Gave
they
them
didn't need
confidence.
that they don't need it, but knowing what they did in that game, I mean, when you got Jason Tatum in the first quarter, when they're up 25-3, booting them out the damn arena when you still got plenty of basketball to play, by the way, that you shouldn't have woke up a sleepy giant.
Well, which leads me to this. Jason Tatum saying that he feels underrated. Well, don't do that in the first quarter. Now, I can understand if it's in the fourth quarter. Different story. Because you don't see Steph Curry going
He'll do the night in the first quarter.
in the first quarter. No.
Maybe the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, if they're up big and he's at like 50 and 3/4, which he's very capable of doing. But no, you don't do that. And that's not taken away from Jason Tatum because Tatum is a great talent, without question.
Yes. Yes.
But I mean, if you feel underrated, then do more. You have a chance. You have a chance to do something with your franchise that has not been done since the Bill Russell era, which is go back to back. Okay? If you do that, you will have that over Larry Bird. As great as Larry Legend was, Larry never went back to back.
I think the reason why Tatum does not get that respect that he should deserve is because you will see Tatum here for a minute and then Tatum will disappear.
It'll disappear, yes.
And that's on both ends of the floor.
He's consistent. He's consistently inconsistent.
That is a damn good way to put it, brother. 100%.
Okay, because again, when he's on, you know what you're getting.
Yeah, okay? He's a walk. He could be a walking 52.
Because here's the thing. For you to say that you're motivated by one Kobe Bean Bryant, here's the one thing about Kobe Bean Bryant. Now, understand this. Hated the team he played for. Couldn't stand the team that he played for.
Mm-hmm.
However, Kobe Bean Bryant did not take games off.
No.
Even if he wasn't... Okay, if he was sucking in the ball shooting, guaranteed his defense was on point.
And he was facilitating.
Yeah. It was like, okay, my shot's not going down. Okay, I'm gonna lock your ass down.
It's not my night.
You ain't getting nothing on defense.
Yeah. I'm rebounding. I'm passing the ball. I'm doing everything it needs to do. Yeah. Somebody else got to step up on the scoring end of the point, but I'm gonna make sure that on my other end, I'm taking care of business.
Yeah.
That was Kobe Bean. Yeah.
So for
100%.
you, Jason Tatum, say that you're motivated by Kobe Bean Bryant, then you gotta understand that, okay, if your offense ain't working, defense never takes a day off.
Nope.
Okay. And I mean, granted, I don't consider myself to be the greatest baseball player in the world, but I was pretty damn decent. But I know that
Hold on. Did you win a championship in high school?
Yes, I did. I
Oh,
proudly
okay.
have that patch.
Yeah,
But my
okay.
point is, even if I was struggling at the plate, I guarantee you my defense did not take the day off.
Oh no.
It was like,
No.
okay, I'm not hitting the ball well. Best believe if you hit it in my area, it's gonna find my glove, and you're going back to the duck.
I can see you doing a Robert McCall in the softball game in Equalizer.
Just coming out of nowhere and catch the
Smooth.
ball.
Smooth.
But Allen had 25, Garland had 19, Struce 11 to complement the Spider with 28. Jerome had 6 off the bench. Burrow had 11 off the bench. Green had 11 off the bench. As Cleveland gets their 11th straight win and gets win number 51 of the year, as they are 51-10 with
Nice.
I think 20 more games to go in the regular season. As April is vastly approaching. Timberwolves beat the Sixers 126 to
David Sunflower
112.
Seeds time.
It is almost each time. Quentin Grimes, another solid game after he got 44, put up
Hey,
30.
We're not caring about the Sixers the rest of the season.
I know, but I'm just saying what the bright spot is. Reed had 23, lead the way for Minnesota, as Minnesota goes to 34. And
I'll still wear my Maxey jersey. I'm still a fan.
Spurs beat the Nets in San Antonio 127-113.
Yeah,
and,
that was a good one.
Devin Vassell
say that 3 times.
Made a poster out of somebody tonight with a very, very mean, vicious dunk and an and one. Yes.
So he posterized and got an and one?
Oh yeah. He got a poster and a flex. Yes. That's
bad.
To the chagrin of I'm gonna play it again. Just to see it again. Cause
I didn't see it, so if you saw it then.
Oh, stand by. I'm gonna send it to you. Just Oh, you don't want to do that, young man. Get out the way.
Oh, so while you're doing that, before we forget, we have 2 birthdays in this family. They're birthday twins. Shout out to Mrs. Aja. Happy birthday to you.
And your daughter. She's 21.
Yeah. I wasn't responding to any. I wasn't responding to any of those messages or anything that I was seeing. I'm not ready.
I'm not. I will not accept this. No.
Just like how you wasn't ready for your niece to be 21, which you'll be 25 this year.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I refuse. I refuse.
But again, before we get back into it, happy birthday to Aja. And the second birthday shout out goes to Miss Katrina Doyle, aka to be Mrs. Meeks here soon.
I'm already having a hard time accepting the fact that in a year and a half, the Superdome Beatmaker will be walking across the stage. I'm not ready for that either.
Well, he'll be 17 this year.
Fuck your couch.
Yeah. Will turns 13 in a couple of days.
Okay. All right. Enough. No. Oh, time flies. Good Lord.
Hey, but wait, Dub, just think about this. You've seen all these kids from infants.
Heck, when they came out the doggone, well, with the exception of Nia, when they came out the doggone womb.
Well, you've been around her since she was 2, so go figure that.
Yeah.
But you've seen, well, like I say, babies then. I'll say you've seen all these from babies. Yeah, we getting old.
Like I said, I remember when DeAndre didn't talk at all.
Nope. Looked at you.
Just looked at you. Like, who the hell are you? Now the man, now the man's making beats for the show.
But once he got comfortable around you, that's when he started to talk to you. If he didn't know you, you wasn't getting no words. He's still that way to this day. But I mean, he may speak to some other people, but yeah.
But yes, dearest child, I know Ophis of Asgard is going to spoil the heck out of you.
He should.
AF! Exclamation point.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
And then,
a whole lot of March birthdays, including
yes, well, my
mom.
besties was yesterday. Kara was yesterday.
I forgot she's a March baby. Happy birthday
Yep.
to you too, Kara.
Then, like I said, then also make sure you say happy birthday to Katrina, who's going to be Mrs. Meeks here pretty soon. Her
in like a
birthday is
month and a
today too.
half.
Yes, indeed.
May the force be with you.
Yes.
It's a very tall man you're marrying, um, and I really do mean tall.
Well, go ahead and say it. What do we call him?
Oh, tall bastard number one.
Yeah, exactly.
Flamingo is tall bastard number two.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, wow, yes.
Yeah, it's a shit ton
March.
of birthdays in March.
A whole lot of birthdays in March.
Yeah, we got a lot of family and birthdays in March.
So, as expected, well, actually, let's finish these NBA scores, and then we'll get into
Yes.
the tampering session, if you will.
Uh-oh. It's coming.
It is coming. Clippers and the Suns. Suns were down. Suns get the win 119-117. As the Suns.
Wait, you said the Suns won the game?
They came back to win, yes.
Bro,
Yeah.
when I looked at the score, it was like 91-69 or 71, something like that. Maybe lower than that.
They were down 23 and the Suns came back.
Bro, then when I came back, the Clippers had only scored like 8 points, 10 points.
Well,
and that's when the fourth quarter started.
Well,
I'm like, holy Santa Claus.
The Suns outscored the Clippers 43-22 in the fourth quarter.
Pathetic. Yeah. That sounded like Doc Rivers was coaching. Excuse me. That is horrible. That is not supposed to happen like that. That is not supposed to happen like that. Hell, I didn't let my joint go out when you mentioned that. Damn it.
And the damn team in purple and gold beat the Pelicans 136-115.
You know what? Fuck it. Lakers versus Warriors in the Western Conference fucking finals. We need that. It may not happen, but we need that. Because I'm going to need all my LA fans, even now my family down in LA, that will be television.
Well, that's the one thing that they have not met in the playoffs much, but no. I don't think they've never met in a Western Conference final.
No, I don't think so. Not in the history. No,
because really they really haven't been really competitive and good at the same
to
time.
To that point, to where they can play each other.
As it is right now.
This might be the most competitive that they've been in this conference.
If there ever was a year for it to be a Western Conference, it might be this. It'll be this year.
Bring it.
With that said,
bring that shit
again.
I want all the
talk
smoke.
about the flopping this and the third, but I mean the fact is, to be the first guy to score 50,000 points, certainly number one is a credit to his longevity.
I don't like the moves that he made. That will be my biggest thing on LeBron. Is the moves he's made. You know, given right that you can make the moves as a free agent all you want.
Okay.
But I just don't like the moves that he made. But the player that he has become and what he's doing, and to be the only, I'll give him that. Definitely will give him that.
Only thing I will say about the decision. Yes, they really didn't have to be televised. However, the man was raising money for the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. I'm not gonna chide him because he was raising money for the kids. I'm not gonna chastise him.
You do anything for the kids. You gotta.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get on him for that. As much people like to get him on. The man was raising money for the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, especially with the kids.
The man is raising money for the kids. I mean, the man has built a school for kids in Akron. Come on,
free education.
However,
all the way around.
However, the fact that he has not had a major injury in his career, to still be doing this at 40, putting up the numbers that he's putting up
And like I said, at a high level.
at a high level, which would again.
But when Father Times decides to hit him, it's gonna hit him hard.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. You know what? I'll retract my statement on that one because LeBron seems to keep himself in takes care of his body.
Yeah, he does.
He pays pretty damn good money to take care of his body, so it may not hit him, but I think he's gonna go out like how Kobe went out.
No.
Just to retire like. I know that look.
Luka had a nice game.
Give me his stats.
Luka woke up too early.
But how many?
30, 15, and 8. He was 2 rebounds shy.
Almost like Draymond's triple-double. I think Draymond needed 1, 2, and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. But he had 30. LeBron had 34. I'll tell you what. Hayes playing the 5. The man from Tejas.
Tejas.
He has stepped up pretty big in the absence since they. And speaking of the Mavericks, my goodness, man,
you have the feel for that fan base. Forget the franchise. I mean,
and the fact is, folks, just a season ago they were in the finals. Oh, you just saw the dunk, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bro, his body wasn't even in position to make that dunk. That was all arms.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't like he went up and that was arms.
That was him being Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four. That was being Reed Richards.
You should just slap yourself in that one. You should just go slap yourself.
But unfortunately, now this happened on Monday night. But unfortunately, Kyrie Irving's season is over as he tore his ACL. And it just continues to add to the bad mojo for the Mavericks. Since that Luka Doncic trade, Anthony Davis gets hurt in the first game, has not been back since. Gafford and Lively have been on the shelf ever since. And the Mavericks, who were in playoff position, technically still are. I mean, they're in the 10th spot, so they would be in the playing game. But I mean, you just feel for the fan base. And really now, you feel for Klay Thompson because Klay Thompson came there to play with Luka and Kyrie. And now Klay's like, well, what the hell? I feel like I'm on an island all by myself.
He is. Basically, let's just be real, bro.
He is. But on the floor tonight, we have Blazers and Celtics on the parquet floor. We got Timberwolves and Charlotte against the Hornets. On ESPN, Cavaliers back-to-back, second game of back-to-back, but they're at home against Miami. Jazz in the nation's capital against the Wizards. Speaking of the Mavericks, they're in Milwaukee taking on the Bucks. Kings and Nuggets in altitude in Mile High. Thunder and the Grizzlies at the Grindhouse in Memphis. And the very hot Pistons going to Los Angeles to play the Clippers.
The Pistons are making the playoffs.
Yes.
Bro, we were making fun. Well, not making fun. We were talking like, here, just the Pistons. I think they went at 5 wins at one time.
Mm-hmm.
The worst?
Now they got 35.
Bro, that's a 30-win swing.
And they are currently right now the 6th seed in the East.
Yeah, they won't see the play in. They won't see the play in.
A game and a half behind Indiana for the 5th seed. So watch out, Pacers. They're coming on your neck. So there it is with that. But to go through the rest of the lineup, that's their lineup. The Sharks scored 6 goals in Buffalo. Go ahead, Sharkies.
Wait, and how many do they allow?
Only 2.
Ooh. But see, I enjoy just watching the kids. Period. They're out there building something.
They
2-3
scored 4
years,
goals.
the Sharks would be back in where they need to
scored
be.
4 goals.
Who scored 4 goals?
Third period. They scored 4 goals in the third period.
Oh, they wasn't fucking around then.
Yeah, so Eklund had one, Celebrini had one, his 19th.
Nice.
Smith had
Go
one,
Celebrini.
and Tofi had one.
Okay, Celebrini and Tofi, I'm good. I'm glad they got those.
Yeah,
I like that Celebrini, man. He's gonna
that
be
is
something.
The future in San Jose, that's for sure.
It sure the hell is.
Sharks beat the Sabres 6-2, and some happiness.
Hey, you're gonna have to bring your ass home in next hockey season so we can go catch another one. And we're not gonna sit where we sat last time.
I do want to go see a Celebrini live for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But folks, some of the greatest news happened over this past weekend or this past week, to where it almost made me want to do the happy dance. Of course, for me and Mizzle, he was the voice of our childhood, teens, and early adulthood. But folks, the legendary Jim Lampley is returning to call boxing for Ring Magazine.
Don't that just makes you feel comfortable knowing that you're gonna watch a boxing match and Lampley's voice is going to be talking it and doing it? It's like
the first time in 7 years since the last HBO broadcast of boxing back in 2018.
Wait, it's been that long since they shut down boxing on HBO?
Yeah, 7 years.
Bro, it just felt like yesterday when we were talking about this. It's been 7 years? And wait, we've been doing this show for 5.
Yes.
Wow.
But
well, excuse me, we're on 4. We're 4.5 right now.
4.5.
Yeah, we're not 5 yet.
But to come back to this card that he's coming back to.
Talk to me.
Well, it is at Times Square. It's the Times Square card on May the 2nd.
Why wouldn't it be?
It will feature Ryan Garcia versus Rolando Romero, Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez.
He fighting Rolo?
Rolando Romero is fighting Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney is fighting Jose Ramirez. And Teofimo Lopez is fighting Arnold Barboza. So
that's a mega card.
Yes.
That's like the Super 6.
So you have Jim Lampley on a card.
What day is that again?
That is May the 2nd.
A Friday?
Yes. On a Friday night.
We definitely got to do a show with Mr. Perry before that happens.
Yes.
We definitely got to do a show with Mr. Perry. Oh my goodness. I really want to get his thoughts on this potential Crawford and Canelo fight as well.
Yeah.
Because he got a little insight with the Canelo camp, right? I don't want to put his whole business out there, but don't he got a little insight to that camp?
He might know some people. So supposedly, I guess there is some back and forth between Tank and Bud, as Tank tries.
What for? What for?
About the.
No. I know what for, but I'm just saying. Look here, not Bud Crawford, Tank Davis.
Now,
I think Crawford will put the pause on him. I agree. Watch the fight. Me and Mr. TG watched that fight. Shout out to Durant. Yes, we did.
When he took the knee, do you think that was a knockdown?
Before I get into my thought process, I'm just gonna sit here and say, anytime your knee touches the canvas, it's a knockdown. Point blank. Period. Or unless it's a slip. Unless it's a slip.
That, or if your glove touches the mat.
Yes, and that's about the referee. He literally took a knee. That's showing giving up. Point blank. Period. That's just
And Steve Willis
because
and Steve Willis is a very good referee.
yes, oh, that's my guy. And now, little history: Floyd Mayweather messed up his hand, not by a punch, in a fight. He took a knee, and it was considered a knockdown. Right? Fast forward to Tank. Whatever, if he had grease in his eye, whatever. No, bruh. Roach hit you with a quick, smooth kind of, and it got you. Because you looked at the referee and then you took a knee. Nah, it should have been a knockdown. Because if you look at the footage, he was counting walking up to Davis. He was at 2. He went 1, 2. It should have been considered a knockdown, and that was a difference between the outcome of that fight. Because if that was considered a knockdown, Roach wins that fight.
Yeah, it's a 10-8 round. It's a 10-8 round if the knockdown counts. But yes,
and I already had Roach winning the fight anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But now there might be some people out there be like, I don't know what fight you were watching. Well, I know what fight I was watching. Roach was putting in that work. That's what was going. I knew Roach was going to put in the work by his demeanor in the locker room. I was like, oh, and TG can back this up. I looked at him and said, that man locked in. He gonna go out there and put out a hell of a performance. By the way, I've been watching boxing since my eyes can been able to focus on TV.
Here's what you need to know. All you got to do is look at the fighter's face, and you can tell who was beaten. But again, we know nothing. We don't know a damn thing.
I mean, one person over here looking like ain't no sweat dripped off of me. The other person over here looked like, bro, you went through a line of people punching you. But the person that got punched won the fight.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that happens. I don't. But I'll say this. The preliminaries was great on that card too. The all prelims, all fights went the distance.
Oh, nice.
I think every fight there was no knockouts or no like that. Maybe some knockdowns, but I believe all fights went the distance from the first prelim all the way to Tank and Roach.
All right, well,
but I think my opinion, I think Roach won that fight.
Well, it sounded like a lot of people were agreeing with you on that, but
yeah.
Next time we will get Kevin Perry and get his thoughts on that fight. Well,
yes.
Saquon Barkley got a nice raise from the defending
you don't
Super Bowl
think he deserved it?
Oh, I didn't say that.
No, I'm not. That was
yeah. So Saquon gets a 2-year extension worth $41.2 million, according to Adam Schefter. But here's the kicker, folks. Saquon becomes the first running back in NFL history to earn over $20 million a season. All right, now the deal includes $36 million, 36 fully guaranteed at signing, and the Eagles already got it. And the Eagle star will have the opportunity to earn an additional $15 million in incentives. By the way, folks, he came off of a 2,000-yard season, and he won a Super Bowl. So yeah.
So you think the motivation in that contract is not going to get them out there to run harder?
Yeah.
Good Lord, I feel sorry for the NFC East.
But unfortunately, it came at a cost because the Eagles did release Jordan Bradbury IV, and they also released Darius Slay. Yeah. Again, this is the unfortunate thing about winning.
Yeah. Is
you can't keep your band together. That's the unfortunate thing about winning a Super Bowl or winning a championship in any sport is
unless your name is Joe Lacob.
Well, I mean there are exceptions to the rules. The Vikings are not going to tag Sam Darnold, but they are open to.
They are still in negotiation right now as we speak. They're trying to bring him in on some kind of a deal, which would be smart.
Yeah, as expected, the Jets are releasing Devontae Adams. As expected, T. Higgins franchise tagged by the Bengals.
So, got a question for you, sir. Now, remember when I said to you that Devontae Adams wanted to come back to the West Coast?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, what is the chances that he will sign with the Niners? And what were those words that came out your mouth?
Hell no. Stay away from Santa Clara.
So right now, you already traded away Tayshawn.
Mm-hmm.
You already opened the trading Ayuk's contract.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say that you won't sign Devontae Adams?
Yes, I know he's from East Palo Alto. I get it. I understand it. However,
You don't want it.
I don't need to trade for or I don't need to sign. Now, granted, the Niners don't have to. If okay, I know some idiot team's going to pay him a lot of money just because they're idiots like that.
It's Devontae Adams. I wouldn't say idiots. It's Devontae Adams.
However, I don't need the biggest diva in my locker room when I'm trying to get rid of Diva 1 and Diva 2. Okay. There are some receivers in this draft that are pretty good that you can get after in later rounds. Because, like I said, right now, priority number one for the 49ers needs to be building the trenches. The offensive line needs help.
Yep.
You need to add to the defensive line. Okay.
But we say this every year when it comes around draft time and free agency. You guys seem to go. I said it last year. I'm like, watch you guys draft the wide receiver. And then JP came in and said, when JP said, don't you put that bat on me, Mizzle.
Well, it happened. And he was mad. But again, but like I said, priority number one needs to be building up the D line again.
Oh, okay.
And the offensive line.
So you saying building the trenches, right?
Correct.
Gonna add another question onto you before we continue to go along. So there's a certain player out there in Inglewood, the last name Bosa.
Hell no. Because to me, that will be D Ford all over again. No thank you.
100%. But wait, and then you have two injury-prone Bosas on your squad.
No. I don't need that in my life.
Oh my, no, but you know what though? I do, because you and JP, I need it. Because I'll be that asshole Stephen A. Mizzle coming on X.
I know. No, this is what you want. That's exactly what you want. I don't need two Bosa brothers that always over pursues and gives an open lane for a quarterback. I don't need that.
But it's their dream to play with each other, bro.
Well, they can go play together somewhere else. I'd rather take my chances drafting an edge rusher. There's plenty of edge rushers in this draft. I'll take my chances with them.
Man, good lord! I know my team needs a quarterback. But good, if we can just get.
Because here's my thing. Okay, if you're going to compare the two, Nick is definitely better than Joey, in my opinion. If you just want to go off which is the
he's a little more healthier.
A little bit more, but again, that name unfortunately is injury-prone city. I mean, okay. Joey played 14 games for the first time in God knows how long. But you only hold on, I'm trying to get his stats up here. Hold on, folks.
Again, while my brother's looking up the stats.
I mean,
please go to our .com.
He's 29.
As you see. He's getting up there.
Yeah. But okay. So, he's only played a full season twice. 2019, 2021. Okay. I'm sorry, 3 times. 2017. Okay. So, he's played a full season 3 times.
It's there. It can happen.
Okay. So, out of a possible 107 games, he's only been in 93. Okay. 2018.
You said 107?
Yeah. 2018.
He's played 93.
He played in 7.
It's not bad.
2022 played in 5. 2023 he played in 9. Last year he played in 14, started 9.
Oh, well, that's not bad. It's when
No, but
what is that? What it's a good what 80%, 80%.
if
I
that,
know my math is maybe not. I'm not the greatest at math, but if I'm trying to do
but
that,
here's the thing: they drafted
85.
you. They drafted you to get the quarterback. Okay, your career
This is
high was
true.
12. Your career high was 12 and a half. That came back in 2017. Okay, you only had double-digit sack totals twice. Your last one came in 2021 when you had 10. Your last 3 seasons, 2.5, 6.5, 5.
2.5.
2.5 in 2022, 6.5 in
Oh,
2023,
no,
5 in 2024.
no.
Like
Especially
I
if they
said,
drafted you to,
that's
especially
D
if they
four.
draft you to sack the player,
Yeah,
the quarterback.
that's D4 all over again. I don't need that. No, thank
Oh
you.
you don't. But some way I think I see it happening, and that's not me being a person that hates your team. I'm just being something that I'm kind of. Of
Okay, it would be it would be Santa Clara of them to do something like that.
course, it would be. Okay, here's the thing: you cannot say neither. You have to pick one. Bosa, Adams.
Oh, do I have to?
I said you can't pick. You can't say neither.
Oh,
That would be like yes. Answer the question, Baldy.
you know what, asshole? Don't go
I
there
love
with
you
me.
too.
I'd rather deal with the brothers than deal with the diva.
Really, Devontae Adams really doesn't get hurt.
No, but if you don't get the ball, then he'll start throwing
Oh,
helmets.
yeah, yep. Enough said. I understand now.
And then when you throw him the ball, he'll be like Debo and he'll hit on the wrong spot, as Dad would say.
You don't have to explain.
Because okay, here's what people don't understand.
That's when it become him 17.
Yeah, the 49ers are still a run first football team. They're not going to sling it 45 to 55 times a game.
Well, until you get to the one point of the game to where you need to use a running game, and then Kyle
Yeah,
Shanahan,
but
aka B Rabbit, wants to be
true, but
smarter than everybody in the stadium.
their bread and butter is still the run game.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
As we will close this up very shortly because we do got to take
That
a nap.
so you know what? That was kind of the Niners cannot have a pass me wide receiver because you are predominantly a running your offense is predominantly around the running game.
And not
That's
to
the reason
mention,
why Terrell. That's the reason why Terrell Owens didn't last long either because you became a running style football team, and he wanted the ball. You got to go in that situation.
well, again, I got Garrison Hurts. Why would I not be a running team?
Yeah, you want blocking wide receivers.
Yeah, and again,
Yeah, I get it now.
all right. Well, the Bears acquire Jackson from the Rams to be their new offensive lineman. That is Jonah Jackson, folks, for those that don't know. And the Bears are taking all of Jackson's contract, so that's free money for the Rams.
Thank you,
But
Jets, for
also,
taking on Devontae Adams' contract.
but also, Jackson was a former Lion under Ben Johnson, so Ben Johnson adding some
Makes a
familiarity.
whole lot of sense. Somebody that knows how to run
Yeah,
the
so
offense.
Ben Johnson
Easy.
adding some familiarity to his offensive line. And even though he's on protest, he's on strike with them. But I'm pretty sure somewhere in his soul, Chris Bear is happy as the Cowboys did re-sign Osa Adigizua to a 4-year, $80 million contract with 58 of that guaranteed. Odigizua was a very good defensive player for the Cowboys this past season. Third round draft pick in 2021. He has started every regular season game over the last 3 years. So they would have gotten he would have gotten the franchise tag if they couldn't come to a deal, but Odigizua definitely will be in Cowboys silver and blue for the next 4 years. Certainly
So
will.
wait, does he play the same position as Max?
He is a defensive tackle.
And Max is a DN, right?
I believe so.
Okay. You know what? I'm just waiting. I don't know what's taking this organization so long to get Max's contract done. It should have been done weeks ago. It's
Jets give permission for Alan Lazard to seek a trade.
of course why they were more Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And let me give you my reaction to Max Crosby wanting Aaron Rodgers. Fuck no. No, because that brings in Alan Lazard, and I really do not want to bring back Devontae Adams.
So that makes a lot of sense. Javon
No.
Holland, the Dolphins' safety, will not be franchise tagged, so that will make him a free agent. Second round draft pick in 2021, so we'll see what happens there.
Yes.
And the end of a very long career, as Jimmy Johnson will call it a career in the broadcasting, doing his last assignment of Super Bowl 59, of course. Jimmy Johnson was a longtime mainstay on the Fox NFL Sunday pregame show. Of course, him going back and forth with Terry Bradshaw was great comedy.
Classic.
And great TV.
Classic.
But certainly after 31 years of being a part of Fox NFL Sunday, with that 2 years or those few years that he went back to coach Miami, he has been a mainstay on Fox NFL Sunday for a long, long time. So we salute the coach on Jimmy Johnson. Patriots kicked the tires on a potential DK Metcalf trade, but nothing came about that. The Packers re-signed their linebacker McDuffie, 2 years worth $8 million. Let's see if there's any more news going on here. And there isn't. Cam Scadaboo had a very nice workout. A 39.5 vertical jump, which is...
The quarterbacks are slinging at the combine as well, too.
Yeah. Amani Wari, the free safety or the defensive back from South Carolina, very good 40 times. That's a fast man.
Yeah, I can't run a 4.3. There was a lot of 4.3s. The big men were out there getting it too.
Yeah, big men were definitely out there getting it in. Which a week from today, folks, legal tampering begins because that's the start of the new. That's the start of the new league year, the 12th.
So Wednesday, yeah.
A week from.
And what did I actually want to do something by Monday?
A free agent show.
Yeah, I will. Yes, we got to get Mr. Vera on this one too. We should make it a talking-ish then.
That might be a talking-ish edition.
We have to do a talk. That might be a talking-ish edition. As you see, the partnerships that we are, the Mizzle and Dub show is a part of, and yes, and okay, Dub, bring it up.
Okay.
Austin 316, bring it up. We got to talk about because as we talk about
That's
the
right.
A7
It is
NFL.
on 316. It is on 316 day. That totally
Yes.
went over my mind, but yes.
Well, because I know where you're at right now.
Season 11 of the A7 NFL coming to you live March 16th. As again, the ultimate question is, can the Insomniacs be the first team to three-peat in the 11-year history of the A7 NFL? That remains to be seen.
My money's on them.
It's hard not to, but
you know what?
Check your local listings of time and place and where you can check out the A7 NFL all across this great nation of football. Well, with that said, folks, 54 minutes. That's pretty good for a rapid fire show.
Yes.
It is nap time for me. It's time to adult and take a nap and do all that good stuff. But Warriors continue to win.
Now, do you think if the Warriors would have lost, we would have had Andrew all in our comments?
Probably. It's not surprising.
Shout out to Andrew.
Yes, indeed. Interesting. But
And
we will say
also,
that,
before you say that, you post up the A7FL. You will also get. Excuse me, I'm going to put up this one. You will get after every week of the A7FL, we do our recap of all A7FL.
and hopefully we will have some guests and players and coaches and
Yes.
what have you to either preview the game or basically talk about what they did in tonight's game with all that nice, good, wonderful, fun stuff. So, with that said, folks, we just appreciate y'all hanging out with us on this Night Owl edition. Oh, before, one more thing. Mike Moustakas, solid MLB career, retiring after 13
Moustakas?
years. Yeah, the Moose. Big contributor for the
like
Royals, winning the pennant in 2014-15, helping the Royals win the World Series in 2015. Played for the Angels, Brewers, but mainly known as a Kansas City Royal. But solid career for the Moose, Mike Moustakas. Congrats on the fantastic.
Was he on the squad when they lost to the Giants?
He was on the squad, yeah. He was on the.
Oh yeah, because he had a couple of good hits in that series too.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Very good, solid, very good left-hand hitter. Very good third baseman. So yeah, solid career for the great Mike Moustakas. So with that, folks, we say thank you for watching on this Night Owl edition of Mizzle Dub Show. And again, special thanks to JP for letting me come on and help co-host the Joffos earlier tonight. Again, check them out on this upcoming Friday. Again,
as you see,
Indie Vibes with DJ Mattsticks. Monday,
he was cutting it up
on
cutting it up last night
on Joffos TV. So
yes.
if you like music, check out DJ Mattsticks on Indie Vibes on this upcoming Monday on the YouTube channel. Of course,
you might catch the. I'm about to say you might catch the super dope beat maker on Indie Vibes.
So there you go. Shout out to that. Also, shout out to CUSN.
Oh yeah.
Also, shout out to Creative Windows Productions.
Yes.
As you know, it is what it is. Also, tomorrow, don't forget, 5:30 p.m. The other side of the ball, talking all things A7FL with myself, Corey Hammond, and Chris Vera, and maybe Scooter might join us. You don't know, but in the meantime,
or Mizzle.
It's 5 o'clock some damn where. And you've been watching this Night Owl edition of the Mizzle Dub Show, and that deserves a big fat warrior.
Yeah. And you know what? Also, shout out to John Cena turning the heel. Good way to end your career, brother. Still hate you though.
Good night or good morning.